Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time to be real quiet, if you know what I mean. It's time to build a Silence Priest. And if you guys don't know how this deck works, let me just kick it off. We're gonna go back to standard. Let me just kick it off with the most important cards for you to know about. Inner Fire. Oh, yes. Divine Spirit. Oh, yes. Why is this a Silence Priest, you might ask? Why? Sean, what is it about which you speak? By the way, my green screen actually fell over, so everything's a little off right now, but I think we're starting to approach a life of stability. Oh, there we go. Alright, look at this, okay? Okay, look, listen to me. Listen to me. Let me explain to you how this deck works. You know the things that can't attack? Oh, I typed in silence. Can't attack. Can't attack. In particular, Ancient Watcher and Humongous Razor Leaf. These two cards are really hard to kill early on in the game. They're very hard because they're huge. They're huge. And if you get a huge guy down, say on turn 3, and he's silenced, he's 4/8's hard to kill for your opponent on turn 3. It's hard. It's hard to kill. It's tough to kill that off. So you get a hard-to-kill guy out, and then you Divine Spirit, Inner Fire him, and it's done! That's it. This is the deck. It's amazing. We need some silence effects, right? We need some really sick silence effects, and we have them. Look at this. We have Silence. It's a sick silence effect. Purify. The sickest silence effect. We even get to draw a card that's so broken. Cabal Song Stealer. Ridiculous. 5/5 for 5. It silences. Oh, yeah. We need some things that boost HPs, my friend. We needed some HP boosters. So we got not Inner Fire, excuse me. We got Power Word Shield. We got Cabal Talon Priest. Alright? We have some nerds that are sturdy, hard to kill. We make them huge. Get them as huge as we can, as fast as we possibly can. How huge are they? Oh my god, they're enormous. They're enormous. Okay. What are the other things that we need? Oh, yeah. If we've made a guy huge, what better way to work it than to get a Faceless Shambler out there? Blam! Okay, seems good. Now, what is the rest of this deck? I think they are, let's see. If I can remember this, it's like a Northshire Clerics in there. We have huge dudes, we heal them. 2 Potions of Madness. There's a lot of small nerds. We can clear it and play large green men. Bam. What am I missing? I think it doesn't run a ton of Shadow Words. I think it just runs a Shadow Word Death, maybe 2, but I think 1's probably more than enough since we kill so quickly. Oh! Oh my god. Shadow Visions. Shadow Visions. Discover a copy of a spell in your deck. Let's actually craft the second one of those. I realized I only had 1. Hey, there's that bug again. This lets us retrieve Inner Fires and Divine Spirits with incredibly high consistency. It's so sweet. We have 3 more slots, and oh, Radiant Element. Oh, it's literally right there. And I think this also runs like an Acolyte of Pain as well. Alright, so Silence. I'm a priest. No. We named it wrong. We're gonna go with shh. 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 Now, I have an important announcement to make. I'm very tired. And the reason why, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. The reason I'm so tired is I had some drinks last night. I did not really drink that much, but apparently it was way too much. I don't even know what happened to me. I must have been completely screwed up after playing Dota all day. I had 3 or 4 glasses of this delicious whiskey called Few. And it just struck me. I was like trying to play Dota with my friends, and I was just like, all of a sudden, I was like, everything's going wrong. I like can't focus. Oh my god. And then I went to sleep, and just had an absolute insane, terrible sleep. Terrible. And see, AW Snapson in chat says, Ginger, your diet affects your alcohol tolerance sometimes. It sure has affected mine. Yeah, I mean, that must have been it. You don't drink glasses of whiskey. Yeah, I drank 800 milliliters of whiskey. I don't know what went wrong. Yeah, I mean, like, I must have had, like when I woke up this morning and looked at the bottle, like, here's the bottle, and I'd had, like, that much. It was, like, from here to here. I looked at that, and I was, like, embarrassed at my 30-year-old body, just, like, unable to handle myself. I think I don't necessarily want the Radiant Elemental. Maybe I do. Something like this. Oh my god, I didn't realize. I just did not realize that it was that close to ruining me. It ruined me. Oh my god, so I've been tired all day today. I just been sitting there. Just been sitting there.
I'm in charge now.
I don't know how it's possible, man. So we gotta do this, right? We gotta do this. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. It's gonna be no problem, right? So, by the way, did any of you do the 500 honor for a 20-second voice recording thing? Did any of you do that? I've recorded most of them. I still have 40 more left to do, and I was going to do them today, but I just said I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm too tired. I'm going to do them tomorrow morning, so it still should be within 2 weeks. You'll still get them all by Tuesday. Humongous. SC1PO says, explains why I think I caught you in an unranked Dota game. Yeah, I was playing with my Dota buds last night. I normally play unranked when we're playing in team games. If I'm by myself, I have 100% solo queue. 5991 says, I did and I got my video. That's great. That's great. That's actually really great. I'm very, very happy to hear that. This guy hasn't been silenced yet, so I gotta do this, right? Boink. And then I do this and I start going in. What? Okay. I think this is the correct play. So I think we do like this, and then like this. So that way this is the one that we can get huge, and it's protected by this, and then we can just Divine Spirit, and then we can probably match it. Me Academy says, do you respond to questions on Discord? I have this long response to your ladder system's progression. I want to know if you'll get it before I write it up. You can send me a PM. I infrequently check them, I would say. My life in the last few months has been about... Got it. This is good.
Is someone injured?
Feels absolutely ridiculous. It's great. I think maybe I should have waited one more turn so that way I could Faceless Shambler it as well. Yeah, my big goal for the last few months has been let me shut out as much communication as possible.
Smart moves. I concede.
And let me just actually focus on spending time with my own brain. Because, you know, I was thinking... Oh, Deck Tracker, thank you so much for the reminder. That was fantastic. I really feel like lately, social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instacord, Snapgram, all of them, it's like licking a battery. You know, anytime I want a mild buzz of stimulation, I can lick a battery. But... you know, at the end of the day, all I've really done is just get a shitty taste in my mouth. You know what I mean? That's all it is. That's all it is. Because You know, there's this guy named Nick Sabicki on YouTube who makes videos about the board game Go. They're great. They're amazing. I love his Go videos. And you know what Nick Sabicki is? He is a person who's creating curated, well thought out, quality content. That's Nick Sabicki. And when I go on my Twitter feed, it's essentially random every day. Facebook, it's essentially random what gets displayed. Here's some food that I eat. Here's a bus with an advertisement on it that I found to be a funny bus. Here's a very strong opinion I have about something that isn't very well thought out. And look at all the arguments that are there. And Facebook's like, listen, a lot of people are posting, which means you're going to want to see this on your feed 4 times a day. And I'm just on Facebook, and I'm licking the battery, I'm getting the stimulation. But it's only a little bit, and it doesn't help any new thoughts occur in my brain. My name's Sean, and I did it in the correct order. Ah! It's just a continuous assault of tiny endorphin boosts. Here's the thing, 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 here's the thing. Little stimulation, little stimulation, little stimulation, little stimulation. Cat photo, one-liner, interesting photo, cat photo, funny joke, quick headline, right there, boom, boom, it's all this, and I'm just like, God, I don't yearn for this anymore, man. Alright, so I'm gonna do like this, in case it's a mirror entity from some sort of arbitrary rando Shiato. This is vaporized. Job's done. And to be clear, it's not that social media is bad. It's not that Twitter's bad or Facebook's bad or any of that. I feel the same way, for instance, about email, right? Email, I just get so much of it, right? It's not a really awesome way for me to keep in touch, communicate with people. It's just this volume of stuff. Let's see here. I think we want to do basically like this. Okay. But I still draw, right? Yeah. To the face, to the face. It's not that email's bad or evil or wicked, it's a lot. It's just a lot of stuff constantly going on. And I just so want to have my own brain. I like sitting alone and being bored. And just trying to think of more stuff and growing thoughts in my head and ideas and building stuff.
I wonder.
And it's been so amazing to just not be on any social media things lately. I disabled my Facebook account. Not really checking Reddit. Occasionally I do that. I pretty much just post to Twitter, but don't really read Twitter itself.
What to do?
And I mean, they're valuable things. Like, it's really cool to be able to say, hey, whatever happened to, you know, Susie Q, who I went to college with, who we were really good buddies, and I don't talk to her anymore. And I can just go to Facebook and be like, hey, Susie Q, how's it going? It's great. It's really cool. Email. I want to talk to you. Send an email. I had a great conversation about a project with someone today and on Monday. And any day where I start my streams in the evening, during the days, I have really cool things happen as a result of email. Fuck, it's just, it's like, it's endless, it's non-stop. All I do is lick batteries! That is such a great comparator. Well, let's go ahead and get this guy huge, yeah? But, I mean, it's, like, weird to say, but I feel like social media, for me, the arc of it, is kind of like getting really into a game for a little bit and then kind of not being into it. You know, it's sort of like you first start playing Dungeons & Dragons and all you want to do is play Dungeons & Dragons, and then after, like, a few years, you think, well, I don't hate Dungeons & Dragons, but I'll do it once a month. Or I won't do it for many months, and then I'll do it once a weekend for 6 weeks, and then I'll stop again. I'm like my new mission in 2017 is to spend time with my own thoughts, do deep thinking, and to be bored a lot, to embrace boredom. All right, I think we can do it. So here's my man. Fuck. So I want one of these, at least. I mean, there's like a way to do this. I fucked it up. I fucked it up. I had lethal. I messed up. I just saw it. I just saw it now. We have to get lucky now. I messed up. I had lethal. Well, there is a way to do this, though. If we do this and we draw the inner fire. Yeah, yep. Missed the lethal. Shit happens. Because the way I could have done it is inner fire this and silence this, and then I would have done it, but I was a little tired. That's fine. Yeah, man. Embrace boredom. Turn off social media. And, I mean, turn off is a strong word. I think that I have a particular aversion to it lately because I am live 30 to 35 hours a week. 30 to 35 hours a week, I am here being judged every 10 seconds, right? That's what I am doing in the meantime. This guy has another freeze effect.
An incredible discovery.
I'm not even going to give a fuck, man. We're just going to kill him. I spend almost all of my time live. And so, you know, why would I want to just quickly go back into the public? Everything is so divine.
My hand is full.
Dude, I'm like not. I'm just tired.
Right away.
Okay. Guys, I'm a tired bear.
Right away.
Alright, listen. This guy's huge. This guy's huge, and this guy's huge. Yeah. Alright. Big bada boom. Yeah, big bada boom. Big bada boom. AW Snapson says, what do you think about the reset your mind thing people do where they spend 2 weeks camping with no phones, laptops, or similar technology? Here's what I think. Here's what I think about that. This is a new thought that I've been having. This is a new thought, but I think it's a very useful thought. I think a lot of you know I have a bad habit of trying to do everything. Doing really long work weeks, juggling a lot of different things. Especially, I would say, 2011 to, like, 2016, Sean. Just did just a shitload of stuff. And what I have been trying to do more recently... Oh, so we can draw. I see. What I've been doing recently, say in the last 8, 9, 10 months, is going, well... In around 2014, 15, 16, I tried to actually work on not doing stuff. I tried to work on relaxing, unwinding. Because as much as I love being productive, You know, in like 2012 and 2013, I remember I would have weekends where I didn't have to work. And I would wake up on Saturday morning, and I would just, there were some days where I would just cry because I just didn't know what to do with myself. Because I just had all this energy, and it just, and I was just kind of overworked. But I like working, but I should also know how to chill. Get out of here. And so, you know, starting in 2014, 2015, I started to establish an understanding of how I unwound and how to unwind. And the last few months, I've been trying to do a lot of limiting the amount of time I'm spending doing work and whatnot, because I am an organism that will kill itself if I don't. Like, yeah. And, so I sort of have been establishing this idea that I do work, and then I want to have some low-intensity, relaxed time that can refresh me. But I also think that there is, and this is my new thought, is that I just as equally need, like, deep thought time. Do I throw this guy out? I think I do. I think I just toss them all out. I'm gonna play this on turn 3, draw some cards. I can even do this on turn 3. I also have been feeling like I need some deep thought time. And, you know, examples of when I used to do this would be like, oh, let me sit down and try to think about a StarCraft strategy. And I would just sit there and think and look at replays and ask myself questions and do a test and then come back and think and so on and so forth. Alright, where's my... Damn. And, you know, what I realized about those times where I was doing, like, deep thought is I was undistracted. I wasn't in a social situation where I was having to manage, you know, social stuff, such as, you know, someone was talking to me, I respond to them, I gotta, like, listen to what they say. I don't have to worry about that. I'm not... There's no noises or sounds or like a Twitch stream where I can just get distracted by what's happening with the stream open, right? Like, I'm like really dialed into the thing that I'm doing. Or sometimes I would go on long walks and think about stories and shit. Spend time with my own brain. And I realized that I just really love that stuff. Programming is another great example of like that really deep thought, thinky time that I find superlatively engaging. I think this is fine. And so, to answer the question, what do I think about this completely unplugged from everything 2 weeks? It seems a little extreme, but I think that I used to think about stuff like that as relaxation or unwind time, and I'm realizing now that I actually need two things. I need unstructured, relaxing, chill time.
This guy's
I also need really intense, I am by myself thinking something that's really interesting to me time. And I think that's been a very valuable delineation for me. Well, doesn't this suck?
Is someone injured?
You wish to live forever.
Okay, this is okay to do. Maybe get a big man out of it. Whoa, that's dirty as hell.
I see gold
Right away.
Did I say that I was tired? I mean, you heard my intention when I got this, which was very clearly to click on this guy. Like, I think you all saw that that was my intention. Some autopilot going off. Some autopilot. It's just not. It just didn't work. It just didn't work. Something in my brain is just not working properly. It's fine. But yeah, I recently, you know, I'd say for the last 2 or so months, I've been feeling a little restless. And so I've been trying to say things like, okay, I gotta make sure that I get enough relaxation time and so on and so forth. But the additional relaxation, unwind, ease up time has not actually been very helpful. I'm just gonna concede this game. Nah, I gotta keep, nah, I just, it doesn't matter. I'm
It's
scared.
finished. You win.
But no matter how much I tried to chill and relax, it just didn't feel, I still felt really restless. But once I started to do a lot more things that were like those deep thought activities, you know, like do some programming, turn off all social media and play a game, that sort of thing.
Piranda versus Anduin.
Play a game, get like really into it, like read a book by myself, set it aside, stop and think about it, these kinds of things. It's been really helpful for me. All right, let's count the win rate, because I'm pretty sure we're going to 100% here, man. This is gonna be sick, guys. You should watch this. This is just gonna be très remarquable. Funny thing is that after we did that Doomsayer, we saw that the only play ahead was Arcane Giant, so I think we would have been in good shape.
Once upon a time.
Bryden says, did Dana finish Hollow Knight? Will there be more Hollow Knight tomorrow? Oh yeah, there's Hollow Knight tomorrow, man. 100%. 100%, bro. Cow now, brown cow. Last game didn't count.
Once upon a time.
Because I remember I was just, I was fiddling around in Unity, which is a game engine. And an absolutely marvelous game engine at that. Let's get the big boys on the board, yeah. Just draw a silence effect, end this one. Okay, so we do this. I hit him with this. Trying as hard as I can to do this in the correct order. Woo! I was close. And if he wastes his whole turn deathing, we're gonna get an Acolyte and likely get a draw or two. But, you know, I was fiddling around in Unity and just, like, trying to follow through a tutorial, doing variations on it, just, you know, familiarizing myself. And just interesting stuff was happening in my brain. I don't mean, like, uniquely amazing, like, wow, God, now that's when I realized that I'm the man. It's like, it's really more like, I realized that this kind of data is stored here and not there, and then I tried to force the data to be stored this way, and this cool thing happened. Oh, nice. And my brain's like making connection and shit's happening, and I just realized that it felt really good. It felt really good to just think that shit. Wow, that felt really nice. And then someone was like, how's your day? And I'm like, been pretty good. Here's what I've been doing. That's great for us. That's fantastic news.
Bring pain.
Right away. Oh.
You wish to live forever.
Job done.
I don't want to put it on this guy because I'm about to silence him, so. Nice, 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 nice.
I see gold.
unless we want to get them all out. Doesn't look like he's in good shape. But that's just such a satisfying feeling. Someone's like, how's your day? And you're like, well, and then you just talk about data storage. And on days when I was just chilling a lot, I'd be like, not much, streaming a lot. I was almost bored with myself. I would attend conversations and someone would be like, what did you do? And I'd be like, well, I played a lot of HearthStone today. And they'd be like, oh, any cool games? And I'd be like, yeah, some. But, you know, the person I'm talking to doesn't play Hearthstone, so there's, like,
consider
kind of a big bridge there.
Let reading glass.
Bye. Oh, he's gonna play a big dragon, isn't he? He's gonna play Primordial Dragon. It's okay, we have lethal if he does that anyways. Phoenix3215 says, don't death the 5-5. Alright, we did it, we won. Alright, he's gonna die. Alright, figured it out. Yeah, this happens a lot with Dota, where I find Dota to be a really interesting and engaging game that's very difficult to communicate to someone. Like, I had a really good laning stage with Lina against a Mirana the other day. What the hell do we keep here? None of this? Probably none of this? I think we keep Purify because we're going to get really lucky and draw the Ancient Watcher. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was drawing that on turn 1. So we have turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, and then we will declare a Thumb War. Yeah, this really good laning game against Mirana, where I was getting a lot of last hits. I was harassing her well. Killed her 3 times at the start of the game, and I had like a 12.5-minute Bloodstone. And honestly, that's all I have to say about that. That entire experience was 12.5 minutes long, as just noted. Actually longer than that, because there was the queue time, the lobby time, and then that playing time. But there's... I'm talking on the phone with someone, I'm like, yeah, it happened. Then the rest of the game, you know, I just got some ganks off. Oh my god, Joe Monkey says, my daughter had her personal best score international archery tournament today. Man, that's so fucking sick. Man, fuck yeah, Joe Monkey. Congratulations for contributing to the birth of such an adroit daughter. I don't even think I trade. I think I just go for face. I think so. He's just like animal bite right now. Let's see what he does this turn. I'll think about it a little bit. But you know, that entire experience, like the rest of the game, you know, let's say it was like a really killer game. I just don't have that much to say about it. Play it for an hour. What happened? Well, I played this game for a very long time. This sucks. This sucks quite a bit of ass. Now the question is, do we go in? I think we go in. I think now's the time. What a relief. Never race a priest. Holy! Oh! 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 And so, like, you know, if I spend an evening playing Dota games and I get on the phone with someone and they're like, so what happened? Like, I don't know, I just don't quite have the ability to translate that into a lot of conversational stuff unless they also, you know, play the game. I think that's a good. But, you know, as I've been trying to do more of these, like, spend 2 hours doing something completely and utterly by yourself alone. Doesn't really matter. I think this was actually a really important turn that I did earlier, where I could have purified the guy, and put myself into a... So I do this, and then I do this, and I do this. Could have used Purify to draw a card on that Ancient Watcher, but I chose to heal, and now I have the Silence effect for Savannah Hymanes, for Scavenging Hyenas, for Chargerdons, and this all just works out really nicely. That's crazy, man. So we do this first, right? Okay, so this is free. So how do I want to do this? So I can go on this one, right? I can get a huge guy. You know, I think that's the right one. We should get a huge guy. We're gonna Divine Spirit this. And then we're gonna, like, do this. Which is... Honestly, I think this is a freaking hilarious turn. And then I'm gonna kill those little guys, right? Oh! I've got the sneezies. That's like anti-silence. By the way, guys, I'd like to just state for the record, began my healthy man journey start of the year. It's now 5 months in. Well, 4 months in. Four and change. And I officially weighed 220.0 pounds this morning. Down from 255. 35 pounds down. I would like to be 210 pounds on my birthday of June 27th. Holy fuckamole. How do I do this? How is this possible? How do I run so ridiculously well? Oh my golly goddamn. Let's go ahead and draw again. This is significantly more important, so we're gonna do this. It's gonna be hard for him to punch through at 18 points of taunt. 35 pounds, and it is fucked up to get on the scale. It is so weird, because I know the intuition of, like, you eat healthy, you exercise, you lose weight, right? There's, like, not a lot of mystery here. It's not like you ate healthy food and exercise and weight loss happened. What? Last time I ate healthy and exercised, I grew a third knee. You know, they're like, it's really the exact thing that you would identify and expect to happen in the given circumstance. But, you know, I'm used to getting on a scale and having it be like 252, 253. Oh my god. How is that possible? How do I do that? Honestly. But, you know, I'm used to getting on the scale and having it be like 253, 255, 250, 249, 255, 254. I'm used to the numbers wiggling. Right? I'm used to that. But it's really weird for me to have it be like 255, 250, 249, 246, 244, 241, 239, 236. You know, like, and to just have it just keep going down like that for whatever reason just feels so weird, because it goes up and down, certainly. and I just keep measuring what the bottom weight is. And my weight's plateaued a little bit in the last few weeks because I've been, honestly, I've just been not following the diet as strictly. And, yeah, it's fine. We're not following the diet as strictly and so on. But, you know, so, like, I sort of expected, you know, like, earlier this week, like, I had my cheat day on Saturday, and then Sunday I wake up, like, 226 pounds, right? And the lowest I'd ever weighed is 222. So this could very likely be that bloodlust shaman, so I gotta kill some stuff. But yeah, you know, it says 226, lowest I've ever weighed is 222, so kind of what I expect, again, given all of my little brain conditioning.
You wish to live forever.
Definitely. Well, a little brain conditioning, I'm expecting it to just wiggle between 226 and 222, and then it goes like 226, 225, 224, 222, 220, and I'm just, what the, what? It's weird.
The elements will destroy you.
Is Ethiopian part of the diet? 6 days a week, I eat essentially spinach, black beans, chicken, occasionally avocados, occasionally chickpeas, occasionally other salady shit, but I really like spinach. I think it's tasty. Very well. I think this is actually fine for me to do.
Your soul.
Drink water and coffee. If I want to have any alcohol, no beer, just wine. That's about it. It's really tasty. Oh yeah, and in terms of what I put on top of it, olive oil, salt, pepper. Done, that's it.
I wonder.
That's it. Oh, and in the morning when I wake up, I drink a protein shake. So it's like, wake up with protein, eat some protein, some veggies, little beans in there. Olive oil, salt, pepper. So I think what I want to do is I want to do like, well, I think I do want to wait one more turn. These silences, I think, are super undervalued. Because I've seen lists that cut these because this is a more powerful silence effect. This is a more powerful silence effect, but this is so good on the opponents. It's so great. Balls. Okay, so I think I do wish to live forever. I need to keep big men out there, you know. I mean, a 3/8 ain't great, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, so I do that 6 days a week, and then one day a week I go insane. I go insane. I don't count calories. I just know that that meal is like the meals that I'm having are extremely filling and not a lot of calories. Do you have a cheat meal or a cheat day? Dude, a cheat day. Like, it's disgusting to be with me on those days. It's amazing.
I'm warning you. I'm unstable.
I'm warning you, I'm unstable, baby. I have a shitload of beer and Snickers bars and McDonald's, and I mean, like, it is revolting how much food I eat. I love it. It's, oh my god, it's so sick. Why did he just not attack, man? It's nuts. This is the more important one yet. Alright, we have some 3/16s. Would be nice to get an inner fire. Would be nice to get some card draw. Yeah, no, I mean, like, I eat, it is offensive. Like, wow. And I always feel like shit at the end of the day. Actually, I just make myself do it anyways. Well, we lost, guys. Well played. GG. Still have the same amount of damage on the board, though. Yeah. Didn't have the best draw here, but I would imagine this matchup is a little rough as well. When you're cheat day, you eat Cheetos? Yeah, sometimes I eat Cheetos. It's really good. I think that's just game. I think we're just dead. Totem healing. Ooh, Potion of Madness. Tight. Yeah, I'm getting out of here. Get me out of this thread!
It is finished. You win.
Alright, so what's the record with this? Is it 4-2? 3-2. Should have been 4-1, remember? That's the first legitimate game we lost. When you get Korean barbecue, is that on your cheat day? Generally. Go there, get like a bottle of soju, a bottle of height, ton of meat, kimchi pancakes.
Anduin. The light shall bring victory. Alone give me strength.
An extra card, extra card. You're gone. You stay. I think I chucked you. I think I keep this little trio here. Blam, blam, blow. The flickety, flickety, flow. Slam.
Is someone injured?
Why no Lyra? I don't know why I would want Lyra in this.
Is someone
I,
injured?
don't, I think it just doesn't help that much. I mean, maybe we cut Shadow Word Death or something for something. It's fine.
Right away.
Silence his dude, but I'm interested in doing Potion of Madness. Heal. I can do Potion of Madness, Purify, or something like that. Just ridiculous. I really feel like I don't super need Lyra. It could be amazing, but cut the death. What would I cut for it? Probably not Acolyte of Pain. Schmurgle, Fergle, Durgle.
Right away.
Healing. Hey, here's the
Right
time.
away.
I know, pretty thick, huh? Toasted Tilapia says this deck needs to cut a Shadow Word in favor of a Dr. Boom. Dr. Boom is just OP. Oh man, if only we could rewind time. This is standard. This is standard, by the way. Oh my god. I'm such a megalosleepodon. I think I'm just gonna watch a movie tonight. That's it. That's all I'm doing. That's not a big deal at all, man. Very well. Give him cake.
Right away.
I think that's an excellent little play right there, man. That right there. Watch some new MST3K on Netflix. I might do that. That was totally fine, man. Yeah, I mean, everybody's silenced. I mean, I think that it's impossible for me to lose this right now. Watch season 2 of Sense8. Oh, I forgot about Sense8, man. I gotta watch a movie. I gotta watch, not a TV show, just like a really basic-ass movie. Great, not a problem. Not a big deal. Yeah, everything's getting silenced over here, man. I mean, we can go straight to 20 DiMaggio. 20 DiMaggio, no problem. Well, this is the only sensible play. Dude, if I just cast this, discover a copy of a spell in your deck, does it ever show you duplicate copies?
You wish to live forever.
So like if I have in my deck 3 spells, Inner Fire, and Silence.
Wish to live forever.
Will it ever show Will it show 2 Inner Fires and a Silence? Wow. So with this, I'm almost guaranteed to get it. So if I have 2 Inner Fires, 2 Silences, and 1 Divine Spirit, it will guaranteed show me Silence, Inner Fire, Divine Spirit. Is that right?
Immune give me strength.
Jesus. God, I can't wait to play Hollow Knight tomorrow. I can't wait. Wait. I can't wait. Hey. Spend your turn hitting me with that shadow word pain. Shadow word pain in the membrane.
The light shall burn you.
I'm actually gonna do this play. Great news. Fan-ass-tastic news. This fan-ass-tastic is what that is. Holy guacamole.
Right away.
Now I can coin that puppy out. God, I love Hollow Knight, man. I cannot wait to play that game. Ah, I can't wait. Oh my God, I can't wait. Now, if I go from 20... What? Well, this is absolutely ridiculous. Hollow Knight. Anyone seen Hollow Knight? You should get Hollow Knight. It's so good. It's just a really well done Metroidvania platformer.
Must consider.
Blessed be this funnel cake.
Let's see here. 20. Even if he heals, he's dead. This game is an awesome game. Let's hit that go button again. Wow. Wow, indeed. This Silence Priest is so sick. That game is an example of why I don't actually think Lyra
versus Gul'dan.
is that important in this deck.
Your soul shall be mine.
Alone give me strength.
Longest razor leafs, always welcome. Now, okay. What could this Zoo deck be about? Assuming this Warlock deck be about? Probably Zoo. Let's see what he does. We might not run down the Northshire Cleric.
The light protects me. Is someone injured?
This is a relatively potent combo. Alright, Hod. Hod. Direwolf Alpha.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Wow, I haven't seen that card in a very long time. Oh my god, that is absolute filth. Dun dun dun. Dum dum dum. Spatio. To Time says, I wish Day Night answered your question. I think it's very interesting. What's the question? I didn't even see it. I didn't see it. Could you run Mitruit again? This is just too potent. Oh my god. Job done. Good lord. That is so ridiculous. Hey, Sheer Hex. Hello. What is it? What is the question from Dispatchio? Scrolling up. Dispatch, you can just repaste it. I don't see it. I too am the dirty 30 self-employed working 90% of the time from home. Recently I felt stuck where everything in life just feels really comfortable. I lack motivation to explore any potential opportunities that would suddenly increase my workload, take me out of my comfort zone. Should I just be content with being content, or should I try to find something to be passionate about? First world problems. Let me take this turn in Hearthstone, because I just couldn't possibly be expected to process information.
What is Elune's will?
That guy can just get so huge. Plus, in the end, it doesn't even matter. There's I have a combination of answers, Dispatchio. The first one is there's nothing wrong being content with being content. I really hate this like super American thing of like you are failing unless you are on the path to becoming a billionaire. There's this great Onion article that said like, God, let me just read the Onion article. It's like so funny. City people. Oh, this is it. This is it. Yeah, there it is. This is the Onion article that, again, I will state, I believe that there is absolutely nothing wrong with just being like,
You wish to
yeah, man, you know what? There's nothing wrong with being content and just kind of doing the grind, making sure you're having a nice time. This Onion article says, unambitious loser with happy, fulfilling life still lives in hometown. Longtime acquaintances confirmed to reporters this week that local man Michael Husmer, an ambitious 29-year-old loser who leads an enjoyable and fulfilling life, still lives in his hometown and has no desire to leave. Claiming that the aimless slouch has never resided more than 2 hours from his parents and still hangs out with friends from high school. Sources close to Husmer reported that the man, who has meaningful, lasting personal relationships and a healthy work-life balance, is an unmotivated washout who's perfectly comfortable being a nobody for the rest of his life.
Taranda versus Jaina.
Oh, God. The whole article goes on like that. shit. Knock my earbuds out. Nerfed my dear. Oh, what did I mulligan? What's happening in this game? And so I think there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I think there's nothing wrong with that. I think that is great. But if you are looking for something, oh my god, this draw. If you're looking for something to do to really spice your brain up, I'm a big believer that getting into something will always suck at first. If you want to get in, like, you know, I talked about this before, like, you know, what do I even want? I mean, I may as well do this for mana efficiency's sake. I guess this? Like, when I was first trying to get into electronic music, a lot of the electronic music I listened to sucked. I've got no units. Well, I guess what we'll have to do is draw the humongous razor leaf. Play it, silence it, and then just alpha strike him.
I hope you like my invention.
Yeah, when I was first trying to get into electronic music, almost all the songs I listened to sucked. When I started getting into comics, I couldn't find any comics I liked. When I started to try to learn some serious ass programming stuffs, oh my god.
Is someone injured?
Where'd all my cards go? When I first started to try to get into some of the serious programming stuffs, I was confused for a while. If you try to learn Unity, right, it's going to be confusing for a while. Any big task that you embark upon is going to suck a little at first. But I think that you should schedule time to dedicate yourself to it. Like, okay, I'm feeling content. I want to spice things up a bit. You know, I'll do the game design example because it's one that's very easy to make. No. No, don't. No. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can make him mill. That's pretty cool. Yeah, he knows what I'm up to.
Time runs out on me.
Can I light your fire?
Alright, so my read on the situation is that he does not want this combo to go on, right? That's what I'm gleaning here.
Is someone injured?
Right away.
So let's say you wanted to get into making a game. Do something like, hey, I'm gonna devote 5 hours to this on Saturday and 5 hours to this on Sunday, and I'm gonna do 3 hours on Tuesday and Thursday nights. That's a shitload of time. You can get a lot done in that amount of time. And it's also not that much time.
What to do?
Like if you eat lunch, or let's say you wake up on Saturday, you go out to brunch, you have a nice big brunch from like 10 to noon. At noon you come home, and you just work on your game project till 5 p.m. And then you have the whole night to yourself. Sean, did you just have the option to mill him and you didn't do it? It's fucking right, I did. Right, how do we deal? How do we deal 29 points of damage to this guy? So 7. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to do this. Oh shit, I didn't purify it first, man. I'm really tired. Well, I certainly look dumb. Die.
Job's done.
That's funny. Yeah, no, I'm tired. I'm tired. I mean, we've been doing this all day. We've been doing this all day. Still by far and away the best is when he had a 0-7 Doomsayer. I have a 6-6 Northshire Cleric. And then I play the Cabal Song Stealer and silence my guy. I don't quite think I can math my way out of this. I don't even know what his deck is. But just devote time to it. And here's what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen. You are going to spend, let's see, that's 16 hours a week. Do that for a month. And after 1 month, you've basically done like such a ridiculous shitload of work. That's 16 times 4. My god, that's almost certainly a number. That's like 64 hours.
You wish to live forever?
Cooking time.
I'm huge. And you know what you might do after a month? You might, after a month, be like, you know what? I fucking hate working on games. That's great. You know it. It's perfect. But, Dispatchio, then next month you can do something like, you know what? Is there... Is there any way to pull this thing off? I don't think... Kinda want to purify my own guy and see what happens first. We can just hard silence it, but is there a way that I can actually do this? I think I actually do want the hard silence like this. Because what I will then do is I will purify this guy. That's better, actually.
I see gold in the future.
I think this is just a very simple, effective play. I mean, there's weird things I can do. Enter fire and shadow word death it, thereby removing any way I have of dealing with Antonitis. I mean, I can do that. I could also, you know, Potion of Madness, purify it. But you know, I'd rather be doing stuff. How long was this dude up playing Dota last night? About 3 a.m.
What to do?
How many games of Dota did I play yesterday? I played a lot of Dota yesterday. It was a good day. Alright, Steam. Steam! Show me what you got. Well, guys, that's the game.
Runs out on me.
I don't know how my health got so low, but I think we're dead. I think I needed to pop it last night. Pop it like Champlain. Pop it like Champlain. And you know, the one turn that we screwed up was when we Divine Spirit silenced Divine Spirit. Yeah, I mean, there's 2 games today. Like, we lose this. We totally deserved it. Alright, recent games. Let's see here. I played Yesterday I played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 games yesterday. It's a lot of Dota, man. Alright, what's going on back in this game?
I hope you like my invention.
Well, that's good for us. Got him. Dude, I'm telling you, I think the hard silence is the right play, right? One time, baby. Hit me with them bonuses. So Dispatchio, gosh, I'm a very sleepy person, but I would suggest doing a little soul searching. It's totally fine to be just content. It's totally fine. But I would encourage you to have structured forays into things. Maybe you really devote 20 or so hours a week to an independent game project of yours. Decide you hate it and say, you know what? I don't read enough
My beloved
historical nonfiction. Let me read some historical nonfiction. Historical nonfiction. Show me what you got. You know, you want to read some historical nonfiction? So you spend 20 hours a week doing that. And I feel like what will invariably happen is that you will just hate the shit out of that, man. For a little bit, until you kind of like get into it. Until you kind of get into it. Oh my god, who is this? It's, wow, no way. Oh, it's a druid playing big cards. This really is a dinosaur-themed expansion. Because that thing's been extinct for years.
What is in Moon's will?
What to do? This, and then go.
I'm in charge.
Oh my god, it's Pirate Man. Oh my god, this is not gonna do that much. Ah. Alright.
Is someone injured?
Card draw. Show me what you got. Oh! His spirit is absolutely divine. Udada says, I spent last year writing 600 words a day minimum. It was really easy at the beginning, writing over 5k plus, because I was just able to verbal vomit, but eventually I was having trouble thinking of plot and just general linking of ideas. Oh, that's like so cool. That's like so... I really think... What's happening? What happened in this game? Am I fucking up? Did we lose this game? I don't know how all of a sudden I have like a druid buffed ancient watcher and he's running into and he's gone. I'm like, ah. You know, can I just say the idea that creative tasks is not a skill? God, is that a giant crock of bullshit right there, man? Oh my god, what a stunning crock of horseshit that is, man. I saw some. Oh, it's a rouge. Yeah, I guess this is fine. I saw some. One of these. I saw this conversation about someone talking about hard work is what it takes to succeed creatively, and if you're feeling stuck, don't worry, just keep working on it, and eventually you'll be really good. And someone's like, but that's about work, not about creativity. And the discussion continued with a whole bunch of people essentially holding the position that some people are creative, or that creative ideas and creative ideation is just something that's inside of people. You know, like, Susan thinks a lot about dragons, so she's just gonna have good creative dragon ideas. And I just can't express enough how dumb I think that is. It's just profoundly stupid. Because I feel like there are what creative works and, you know,
Right away.
artistic such things are sort of in the core underneath there. Oh, Jesus, I am tired. What the hell am I talking about? I feel like what you're trying to do is you're trying to do independent research plus tapping into the creative knowledge of prior art. You're trying to research and use those past knowledge to figure out how someone will react emotionally to the thing that you're making. And emotions have a logic to them. Have an actually very rigid, structured logic to them. And I'm not suggesting things like, well, this guy's my target. We're gonna make him huge here. Let's do it. And I'm not suggesting things like, you know, every time I see blue, I am sad, right? Not like literal if-thens, but if I showed you a painting with someone sitting in a chair with lots of blue tones, blue is a color, dark blues have a much stronger connotation with sadness than something like bright yellows. Why? Well, because there's a lot of intuitive things that people connect with those things, like feelings associated with nighttime. How do I want to do this? How do I want to hot diggity damn do this? I think I want to do this. I think I want to do it like this. I think I want to do it like this. How? I think I want to do it like this. I think I want to, yeah. Things like lonely feelings being associated with night, because you are alone at those periods of times, and it's a time a lot of people actually have the opportunity to reflect, so there's that association with that emotion, right? It comes from a set of experiences that people have. Gosh, I wish I could hold this train of thought. Oh yeah, the sun, that there's like energy and brightness, and during the daytime there's a lot of people out, a lot of activities happen during the day, so there's associations that build up in brains with stuff like that. And being able to see those and to understand those and to test those and to glean what people are feeling when they look at things, that is an act in rigor, not an act in just someone like, oh, he just, I don't know, he just had some opinions of colors inside of him and they just came out. I mean, the amount of effort that graphic designers have to go through in order to
I see gold in your future.
Just become experienced and veteran, it's just remarkable. Swashbuggeroo.
Right away.
I'm doing possibly the shittiest job of explaining this, but in short, like, creative works are about lots and lots and lots and lots of rigor and pattern recognition and trying again and refiguring stuff out. And there's comments that I hear really good, intelligent, sharp, creative people say that then shitty people who don't fucking get it repeat in the totally wrong context. Like, one that comes to mind is George R.R. Martin talking about how difficult it was to figure out what to do when there were all the characters in Meereen. And he called it the Meereenese knot. where he was just trying to figure out how to properly get the character's motivations set up so that he could get on to the next plot point. Because at that point, all the trains of logic just put the people there, and it was hard to figure out a sensible reason for them to leave. And if you're a reader, and the characters in the story are behaving stupidly, just arbitrarily marching off. So I'm gonna have to clear here, yeah. Arbitrarily marching off. You're just gonna start going, yeah, it's bullshit. Like, oh, I bet. Blah 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 blah. Do we go for face? I think we mostly go for face. I think we do something like this. Something like this to make sure he doesn't have that 5/5 there.
I see gold in your future.
My hand is too full.
Right? Like, trying to figure out a story that is that complex is, and George R. R. Martin said that it was a really hard problem. It was just it's a really hard problem to try to figure out. It was doing a lot of iterations, and it was a hard problem to try to figure out. And then I'll also hear things from... Wow! Okay, well, we win. Or they'll just go, oh yeah, I couldn't figure out my thing. Because, that's a really hard problem. It's a really hard problem I'm trying to do here. And it's like, no, the scope and scale of the creative task that you're doing is infinitely smaller than what George R. R. Martin's trying to pull off in his books. And so, despite the fact that I am sleepily bumbling through this explanation, I mean, the point is, it is.
Taranda versus
I just think it is such nonsense whenever I hear someone say that creative stuff is not hard work, and it is not a result of effort, it's a result of something else. It's kind of trivializing, It's like if there's an engineer who spent a whole bunch of time developing all the learnings of, laws of physics and different materials and all that stuff. I don't really want any of these, yeah. To then just say, oh yeah, he was just a good engineer. Engineering is just, some people are just good at it, some people aren't. It's like, do you realize how much work went into this? I said, oh, it's a swashbuckler. So then I do this, and then I do this, and then I do this.
Job's done.
Yeah. Hit him with that D spirit, baby. Razor Purple Lash Flood. All the eggs in one basket. All the eggs in one basket, baby. If he bounces it, it's not the end of the world. It's actually fine. Hallucination. Silence. Cast it on the Northshire Cleric. What does Sean learn? Nothing. It's all arbitrary. It's fart-bitrary. I was thinking this is a better play, just to do this, and then to... Healing! Drawing! Heal on draw. Hey, deflam, deflow, the plickety-plickety-plow. Harwood says, do you think that people who discount the hard work that goes into creativity are likely to also discount the hard work that goes into pretty much anything, including their own profession? Like, if you ask them what they do for a living, they'd be embarrassed about how easy it is despite the fact that they worked to get there. I wouldn't necessarily make a conclusion that's quite so dramatic. I mean, I'm more... Uh-oh. Ah! Oh! Oh! 13, boom. It's it's more so, there's professions like being a doctor, or a lawyer, or an engineer, or a programmer that, these are professions that deserve respect. And I hear people able to wrap their head around it. They're able to say, oh, wow, it must have been rather hard to go through all those years of med school or law school or, you know, to get a degree in engineering or so on. They can see what the path is there. But I often, probably because as a result of being in the creative field, I often see people not providing the same respect to the creative arts. How the hell do I want to do this? Shits. This is probably the tightest play. I think I actually just go in, right? I think this is pretty sub. Our Wood says, so there's something different about creative endeavors specifically that changes how people perceive them sometimes. Yeah, and I think it's the fact of so many creative works being able to sit in so many directions. Like, there's this idea of it's hard to build a bridge that can support the millions of tons of weight of cars driving across it all the time. So you probably need a lot of educationationing in order to get that. Ooh. Yeah, hit it with an eviscerate, and then... Damn. I think we lose. I think we lose right here. I think that was game. But I think it's something like there's a romance novel, and there's an action novel, and there's a sci-fi novel, and if you look at them, they all just seem so different from each other. Or even one romance novel compared to another romance novel. Wow, there's just a lot of differences going on here. Or one action movie to another action movie. It's just so different, you know? It's 2 or less. Shit.
I see gold in your
Silence. Get huge. Yeah. I'm trying to remember what the hell I'm talking about. Yeah, there's all those differences. You know, you can do painting of all different types and sorts. And, I don't know. I've heard many people sort of downplay the difficulty and, more importantly, the ability to be consistent. Like, Stephen King's books are pretty fucking different from each other. I mean, there's motifs that exist through all of them, but, you know, he's not like a Jim Butcher that has written 16 Dresden Files books, or Lee Child that's written a billion Jack Reacher novels. You know, Stephen King books, pretty all over the place. And they're all really good, because he's just good. He has the skill set that he's built up over time. Did I die? Is that lethal? Don't attack me! No! This is a great point by GPS. It says, you also generally don't see all of what goes into a creative work. You won't see all the other drafts or subtle themes or things, where in something like a bridge, you can look at it and you know that every part was very carefully designed. That's a really great point. Like, that's probably the most significant one, because like take the design of a poster, like Watchmen. Okay, Watchmen was a movie I was thinking about recently. Watchmen is a movie based upon basically the most celebrated graphic novel of all time, called Watchmen. And someone comes to you and says, hey, creative person, I need you to make a poster for this. Oh, I'm getting texted. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Alone give me strength.
So you've been tasked. Oh my god. Yeah. You have been tasked with making the movie poster for this. So do you just put all the characters on there? What's the arrangement of characters? What should the setting be? Maybe you should do something just focused on the that the cover of the comic book is. The cover of the comic book is bright yellow and it's a smiley face with a little bit of blood on it. It's a very evocative photo. Is that sufficient, or is that maybe a little too vague? Okay. And there's like 95% of the poster just gets thrown out and stuff are being arranged and moved and adjusted and shrunk, and then you look at it and you're like, God, you know what? You can't even really read the letters on there at all, man. That's that's not good. I'm not a fan of that. And in the end, you know what sort of poster you wind up with? You wind up with a poster that maybe it looks a little bit similar. Very well. Hello, Sheriff. And the thing is that, like, okay, here's something to note. Like, on your poster, if you do draft 1, you look at it, you're like, the letters look weird. You do draft 2, the characters look weird. You do the other draft, the colors are a little bright, and they kind of, it's hurting my eyes. So I think I do this. I'm gonna have to do it like this. Joink.
You wish to live forever.
I think I actually do it like this. I mean, this looks really weird, but I don't actually want to go all in on this guy yet. Yeah, and you do it again, and there's another problem. You do it again, there's another problem. You do it again, there's another problem. And you solve like 40 problems. And on iteration 41, you're like, damn, this is a good post. This really conveys what this movie's about. It has all the information that's there. It's intriguing. It's not, it's not too offensive. You know, like there's all these problems you solve. And what happens is someone looks at it and they go, oh, that looks fine. And the reason it looks fine is that there's no problems. You know what I mean? Which, see, that's why we don't go on. Which is kind of hard to wrap your head around if you don't get that that's the process. If you look at it and you're like, this is a solid thing, nice, good work. It's very easy for people to look at that and be like, well, I mean, it just isn't. I don't know. It's just, it's not. That must have been easy to do, you know? Oh, God. But it's like, holy shit. If you give it to an amateur, they'd make it, and someone would be like, that's shit. And making people be able to look at a poster and not react negatively on the first look, that's a hard-ass skill to do. It's a hard-ass skill. Alright, so I think I want to kind of distribute my healths around. I want to do something like this, hit this, play this guy and heal like this, and kind of go in. I mean, we're playing into Brawl, but I'm such a boss, it's not going to be a problem with this. And it's so funny because, like, there are even schools of thought that if you are a designer working for a company, it is a good idea to not show the final design right away. Is that lethal? 3, 6, 7. Wait, this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 plus... God, 11 plus 14, that's a number. But is it a good number? It's unclear. I think it's insufficient. So I think I do this. I think I heal like that. Shit.
Your
Should have dealt another 5, so that would have been 11 and 14. 11 and 14 is 25. No, we would have been 1 off. Phew, phew. Whoop-de-boo. Just gonna run this guy out.
Right away.
Alright, you're my insurance. I also could have, like, slammed 537 from heaven. Oh yeah, there's a school of thought and design that, like, you know, suppose that, again, I'm being hired to do the poster for Watchmen. Oh, wow, nice. Suppose I'm being hired to do the poster for Watchmen. Show them like, 3 samples that each have problems, so that you can show them the 3 samples again that have been improved, so that then in the final showing you can show the official thing. And because they will have seen the first, seen the second, seen the third, and they have seen the progress, that is a more effective way to get someone unfamiliar with design to get the problems with design. Now, personally, I'm not sure how I feel about that, because, I mean, it just... I mean, just listen to it. It just sounds a little manipulative.
Your soul.
Right away.
Feels a little off. Whereas, if you just sat down and presented him a reasonable poster, it can feel...
I ain't talking.
Well, good luck to me. It can, like, if you just show them a solid work, if they don't understand, it's... Clients can get pretty fucking upset. I don't know, do we have any designers in the chat? I have a few friends who I frequently talk to who work in design. I think it's go time. You have a few friends that work in various design fields. And, man, I had a friend who was working really hard. She absolutely killed herself to just make a really good thing. And, I mean, she was reworking things and throwing stuff out and remaking it and throwing it out and adjusting it and showing it to other design friends and getting feedback from them and making it better and making it good. And it was a lot of hours of work. I think it must have been something like 80 to 100 hours. It was a ton of work. I mean, it was a pretty significant ask in terms of all various pieces, but it wasn't just like, do one poster, and she's like, alright, I spent 100 hours. But, like, the reaction was one of, huh, well, alright, because she walked in there, she presented, and they felt like it only took 5 or 10 minutes for them to approve it, and everything looked solid, and they were like, oh, it's... okay, it's solid, and then when she, like, gave her fee, they were like, well, but, I mean, but, like, we have concerns over the fee. Yeah.
I see gold in your...
Wow. It's really interesting. It's really interesting. I mean, there's... And I mean, I feel like the happy medium is to be like, okay, listen. I am going to design 3 things, and you get to pick which one. Then... Nice. This game was very interesting. Yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Communication is more important than the world itself. But Kahoot says, I know that design is about manipulating psychology sometimes, but there's a weird line for me where that's just getting kind of evil. Yeah, well, the things that I don't even believe in lines anyways. I think that it's very fuzzy, but, like, you know, Here's an example. When my grandmother was alive, you know, and I'd be chatting to her on the phone, and she'd be like, so what are you doing now? What's, you know, you're out of school, what's up? And I'd be like, well, and there's that moment where I'm like, I need to explain that I am a broadcaster about video games on the internet, and my grandmother has never played video games and doesn't get on the internet. How am I going to convey to Grandma? First, Grandma, let me walk you through the idea of a real-time game played on a thing called a computer in a place called the internet. And you can, like, explain the internet is just, it's a place where there's everything, and electricity flies through the air and becomes information. Like, there's no way to connect. So I would say, Grandma, I basically do a TV show on something that's kind of like TV, but it's a little different. Wow, you're going TV show, that's amazing. Now, there's a statement, am I lying to my grandmother? Am I deceiving her? Am I manipulating her into thinking I have a TV show? I mean, you'd go, well, I mean, technically, yes, you're lying, technically, but, I mean, not really. You're just not
Is someone injured?
really lying. Do I want this or this? I think I want this. I think I want this. And I think that's an example I find funny, but because most people would be like, no, you got to change the way you explain it to someone who doesn't understand it. And it's like, yeah, great. And then when it comes to like design work and money starts popping in, I know it can be very easy to be like, ugh, but now, yeah, you know, is this being, and I really feel like it's about that underlying intention, where if I want to do a really good job for the, is that just the second Jade? No, that's the Jade Blossom. Okay. If I am genuinely, sincerely trying to do a really good job for my clients, but I am trying to think of clever ways to bridge the communication gap so that they can understand that I'm doing a good job, and also that I can provide work for them that they'll look at and go, that's really nice, that's great, keep that up. If these are the categories of things that I'm doing, then I feel like everything that I've done is okay. It's totally not a big deal. Is there a way for me to actually pull this shit off here? What's the best play here? I mean, I could conceivably, like, clear the board. I could, like, do this guy, get him huge as hell, and then I'd have a 12-12 that's cost reducting. I think that's probably the best.
You wish to live forever.
So now he has this huge guy to deal with, and that's a real problem. And then I'm going to save this for later. I feel like that's a really good intention. And I feel that if I said to myself, you know what, I don't believe in that. I'm just going to work really hard and show them the work. The work should speak for itself. I think that's an unintelligent move. I think that's actually a dangerous and concerning and poorly thought out move. Because by definition, people don't understand what you're doing. Because if they did, then they would be able to do it.
I see gold in your future. Your soul.
To the face, to the face. Like, for instance, I am someone who is I'm extremely fucking good at explaining what it is that I do and being able to make bridges and connect with people about those sorts of things. I am better at that than at doing anything at all. It has been hugely advantageous to me that I do that. Let's just get another silence effect and close it out, yeah. Yeah, that's been like absolutely ridiculously beneficial to me. And it on one hand, it feels weird because I know people who are super smart and I think super talented, but they're not good at communicating that. And so they will struggle. I don't lie. I don't go like, guys, I want you to know, I'm a graphic designer. The reason I know all these things that I'm sharing with you right now is because I graphic design. I know. I know what I think I know. This deck's pretty fun. I'm gonna keep playing it. I don't go to people and say things like, I am absolutely confident that I can do the back-end architecture for your online shop. I don't think lying is good.
Tyrande versus Uther. I will fight with honor.
Alone give me strength.
Cynic's asking if I'm playing more Hollow Knight tomorrow. The answer is yes. And I've been pretty responsible about updating the calendar lately. Oh my god. So tired. Oh, Jesus. There is a game that is coming out on the 26th of the month, I believe. Let me look at my calendar. Yes, 26th. So it's not... It's in 15 days, okay? You know how to do that. It's called Rhyme.
Right away.
It's coming out on the 26th, and I'm out of control excited for Rhyme. Rhyme just, oh my god, it looks so cool. It's like a semi-open world puzzle game. Greybox is publishing. It just looks marvelous. Oh gosh. Oh shit. Oh fuck, I can't believe I've done this. Okay, so let me use silence on this jerk.
Right
and let
away.
me do this and heal, so that I at least get to do something positive. Well, that all sucked. This is a really bad draw. That's fine. God, I'm really excited about that. Sounds so great. Really, really looking forward to Rhyme. I've been looking forward to it for a while. I don't really know that much about it, but I love The Witness, love Amp Chamber, love all these sort of like interesting puzzly-esque puzzle-a-dons. Shit, I actually think I need to run this out just to be able to draw a card. But, yeah. Aaron Tuay says, if you had no knowledge of a game, would you accept a job to immediately shoutcast a game of it? No, dude, I turn down requests like that all the time. I will not cast a game that I feel that I don't know that I would do a bad job of casting, or that I would not do appropriate justice to the community for. You know, like, an example is... Okay, this one, excuse me. An example would be Super Smash Bros. Melee. If someone came to me and said, hey Sean, do you want to shoutcast this Melee thing? I don't have good knowledge of it. Melee people really know their shit, and I don't. It would be a little doofy for me to do that, right? It just looks weird. I believe that's very important to be respectful for the community. Respectful towards the community. You are coming out, and we're gonna draw you, like this? Maybe like this? No, my Radiant Man. What is this deck? Oh my god, it's the mid-ranger version. There we go. This deck is sick. This deck is sick. Oh my god. Alright guys, I can't cast any shit. Okay, I'm trying to think of, you know, there are games that I just like don't play, so I'm like, yeah, I should know need to cast it. Alright, Well, I think we lost this one. Let's kill this guy, and let's concede. Okay.
It is finished. You win.
Have you ever cast a HearthStone tournament? Probably not. Probably not. Maybe. Trying to think, like, I mean, basically I've only done a shitload of StarCraft casting. Trying to think of anything else. Have I even cast anything else, man?
Taranda versus Maiev.
Well, yeah, I did a little casting on Hearthstone for the
Give me
HGL.
strength.
It's so weird. I've just done so many shows. For some reason, it's like hard for me to recall what the heck I've done. Do I keep this? I think I want Little Men. Did Little Heroes of the Storm casting, that's right. Thank God you're here so you can help remind me. Tell me, who am I? What do I do? What have I done? I would be comfortable casting Hearthstone. I would be comfortable casting basically any of the games that I play semi-regularly. I'd be comfortable with. Alright, let's fuck them up. I gotta say, I still think that StarCraft is really interesting to cast. Like, super, really interesting to cast. Love that. Love casting StarCraft. Oh, very well. Humongous razor leaf off the top. Ugh.
You wish to live forever.
Takshinko 3 says your mom was wonderful. She told me about the Heroes of the Dorm when I went to the event at USC Mass. So sick. Lionheart says, would you feel comfortable casting Dota then? I think I'd need to just do it by myself alone in a room. See where the problem areas are and work on it a lot. I, as a player, cannot track battles very well. And those are very important things to track because they're the big moments in the game. I would struggle with that a lot, so I need to practice that a lot. This seems très important.
Job's done.
Also, I feel that a responsibility of a caster is to be the storytelling bridge. To say, here is what the story of the game is, and here are the forces at work. And, uh-oh, thing X happened, which means our story's changed. This is what I feel like the skill set and the responsibility of a caster is. And, as you've seen in my show, I struggle with that. I really struggle with identifying who's ahead, who's behind, this sort of thing. God, if anyone ever told you I didn't run good, just show them. Just show them this. May as well, just to clear it off, even though I'm just going to be doing this. I'm clearing because he only has 3 cards in hand, and we know that one of them is a South Sea deckhand. So I think it's essential that we clear this off so he doesn't somehow pop the South Sea deckhand down, shadow step it, pop it down again, get Crystal Core, and then Preparation blow us out. Yeah, so if I were to cast Dota, those would be the 2 things that I really would feel deeply insufficient at. And, you know, again, this relates back to the entire creative discussion I was having earlier. Almost everyone, because casting is such a weird, obscure thing. I shouldn't say almost everyone, that's way too blanket of a statement. I have talked to a shitload of people who think that what happens is I'm just sitting there one day. I'm just chilling. I'm hanging out. I'm having a good time. And someone says, hey, Sean, I have a question. I'm like, shoot. And they're like, look, can you come to this stage and cast this game? And I go, all right. And what the audience sees is my personality at that moment and me describing at that moment.
Well played.
A lot of people think it's just impromptu, that there's no thought into it, that it is who I am and I'm just talking.
I hope you like my invention.
That one day I started talking at a microphone and people tuned in and I was somehow weird. I didn't know that. How did do? Why would he do that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. This guy's having a hard time, yeah. That is it. This gives us a significant opportunity to win this game.
You wish to live forever.
Right away.
Who has the 5/5s now? When in reality, there is a shitload of thought and effort and deliberation that goes into doing casting properly. And I'll speak to it from a StarCraft standpoint. You'll note that if you watch all of my StarCraft casts, there's themes of what I do, such as, first of all, what the heck's going on in this game? Alright, on this map, we tend to see a lot of Mutalisk Zergling stuff, and the reason is that the bases are very hard to get to from ground, and since it's a circuitous path to bring an army there, the Mutalisk Zerglings can run around and counterattack, and still, in a lot of circumstances, have enough time to get back home. So that is the big threat that Protoss has to worry about on this map.
Well played.
There's things in casting, like, don't tell me the why. Tell me the what, then the why. Or I should say, that's perhaps a little less clear to rephrase it.
Tyrande versus Rexxar.
Don't just tell me the conclusion, tell me the facts, and then the conclusion. Shitty casters will do this. Wow, this is a very aggressive opening. The opponent is going to have to be very cautious and turtle early on. That is a terrible string of sentences. That was fucking bad. Because, unless you know what all of those words mean, you just heard essentially a list of Pokemon names, right? You know, I'm sure everyone has a small child in their life who plays Pokemon and goes to their parents like, and this is a Snorkeldon, and this is a Mega Bear, and this, and then a Pterodactyl, he can come back and shoot Snortle, and then what can happen? Right? And like, none of it means anything to someone who doesn't know what Pokemon is, right? That, like, there's a problem with just saying the conclusion statements. For instance, wow, most Terrans build 1 barracks and expand immediately. This Terran player is building 3 barracks early on. That means he's got a huge attack planned early. You say the pieces of evidence, then you state the conclusion. He's going to do a really aggressive opening. You can say that as long as you say the facts first.
Is someone injured? God, I see so many commentaries. It actually hurts. I mute a lot of commentators, man. Like a lot of people who are just like doing commentary for the first time, just listening to it, and I'm like, oh God, and it's not that they're terrible. It's that I know too much. You know what I mean? It's like if you are an expert at juggling and you watch someone juggling and you're constantly like, oh my God, the ball's gonna fall down. Like, I mean, I can just rip the silence, but I don't want to hurt him that badly.
I wonder.
I think I do this, even though it sucks.
But yeah, it's a very common thing to mess up in casting, stating conceptual things. Using abbreviations. It's okay to use abbreviations. Just define it. And you don't even have to talk down to the audience. You just need to include the fact. Right? You need to say something like, wow, this guy's getting a Black King bar. The Black King bar that's going to give him magic immunity. So if that BKB is used, I mean, there's no ability for the spells to deal damage or whatever the fuck. That sentence structure was terrible because I was trying to figure out what to do with my turn, but something like this, like this, and then something like this, and then we're gonna like that, and okay, let's just become enormous. Okay, cool. It was one of the biggest things I noticed in Dota is people say BKB and no one ever says. A Black King bar or BKB gives magic immunity. No one's ever said that sentence in Dota as far as I'm concerned. And I think that there's a big difference between thinking of it as talking down to a newbie who knows nothing and then just being a good fucking speaker. Here's a much cleaner example of what I'm talking about. BKBs, or Black King bars in Dota, give you immunity to magic. Which means, if there is a character like Zeus, who deals a lot of magical damage, or almost all magical damage, then a BKB is therefore pretty goddamn good, because it means he can't do anything anymore. Alright, so that's what's going on. You get a Black King bar, which gives you temporary magic immunity, you cast it, Zeus can't do nothing to you for a little bit of time. What would be a bad way to do this as a commentator? Wow, it looks like he's getting a BKB that's going to shut down Zeus. Horrible. Really bad. Just throw in like 8 extra words. Wow, he's getting BKB. BKB can give him magic immunity. And God, all of Zeus's damage is magic, so that Zeus is going to get shut down. Didn't take almost any extra time, but added a little bit more clarity. You know what I mean? And so, you know, when I would do a lot of StarCraft, this game is so lost. I don't even know what happened in this game. I'm very interested in talking about casting because I lost Salem. Yes! Trade into the guy that can attack. I'm so sick. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's amazing. Yeah. Right. This guy's gonna... Okay. And so in StarCraft, there's a lot of really interesting things like that. Like Dota, it's very hard for me to think of examples because I like haven't programmed them into my head, which is a lot of why my descriptions are honestly weak. So let's see. I can Cabal. Okay, so here's a play. I do this. Oh, it's a 3-1. Oh shit. Fucking shit. Damn it. Crappity crudnuts. Dicks. Damn it. Oh my god. I can't believe I did that. Keep this guy ripped so that way we can just alpha strike him. But in StarCraft, there was a lot of... He's playing... Well, looks like the Terran's doing a standard opening. Just move on. Don't want to do that. Well, Terran is just heading straight up to... Terran's heading straight up to 3 barracks. Medevacs. He's getting his +1 started. This is extremely standard play out of Terran. So you just stated the what. You stated the pieces of evidence and then the conclusion. Damn, Datori, lunch me. Why so savage? Fuck, man. I guess I can kill those. Alright, the humongous Razor Dong. This is the derpiest thing I've ever done. Woohoo! Yeah, baby! Alright. Now, if I do this, is this bad, or should I do this? I don't want to do that, even though I might die more easily. I think it increases my probability of winning, and all of a sudden, wow. Well, I feel incredibly dead. I feel incredibly dead right now. Oh, shit. Alright. Can't believe I'm gonna say this, but purify one time! Oh my god. I'm gonna have to draw with it, and then we're gonna have to... Okay.
It is finished. You win.
Well played.
How's our deck doing in terms of stats? 12 and 5. Hey, even nice. I'm gonna do like 1 or 2 more and then call it for the day. Gotta get some food as well. A little peckish. Oh my god, worker. 73 months. Hot damn. And 1,000 bits. Hot damn.
Give me strength.
73. Versus a Rouge. We'll see what we get. This is okay. Turn 2, play that. Turn 3, play Faceless. Alright. We can also do it that way. Justinian says, would you ever host Rocket League? No. I mean, I just don't know what I would talk about. Like, I feel that my actual skill set in doing casting or commentary is the storytelling. That's certainly the interesting part to me. What the story is, how it changes, so on and so forth. Oh, that guy's dead. That guy's fucking toasted. Get back here. I'm gonna get this. I'm not gonna go to face, because that's a pretty great bounce charge. Even if that does not wind up being the card that he triggers it off, I just don't want to let him draw.
You wish to live.
See, this guy like has to die to be valuable for him, so I'm not gonna kill it. You think I would kill that? No. No, of course not. Intriguing. Ugh. This kind of sucks. See, I have to do this. I have to do this.
Is someone injured? Is someone injured?
Yeah, because he would be able to play another Flame Elemental the next turn, and then he just needs to bounce it and play it, and then if, again, as preparation, Crystal Core has like a full board, so that kind of suckaroonies in the pepperoni, but you know, whatever. Yeah, I've casted with TV a whole bunch of times. What am I talking about? Oh, yeah. Okay, so in Rocket League, I don't know enough about how to string that story together. There it is! That's what we were worried about. That's why we had to clear. So this game is more than likely lost. Hungry Crab Tech. Can we win this game? Oh, well, it's a good thing we got that! On this particular turn. Shit. God. Yeah.
Right away.
But yeah, like I don't even know what I would say in Rocket League. Well, the ball's it's flying around. The ball's it's continuing to fly around. The ball, it's flying around. It's continuing to fly around. My God, the ball. Look at the ball. Something like this. This. And something like that. That's technically good. So we're real close to stabilizing, but I still don't feel very good about anything that's going on. That is the worst possible card that we've gotten. Oh my God, that's so bad for us. Oh, thank golly goddamn, what a relief it is. What a relief it is. Yeah, I mean, I think that if I wanted to be a good Rocket League caster, I would need to know so much more about the game to be able to craft an actual story. Whatever. You guys gonna get Divine Spirit whenever I can. Because I mean, like, I'm putting myself in the shoes of like someone who's new at StarCraft, right? You see some patterns. There's some units that you recognize. There's some plays that you recognize. Call these Potions of Madness, man. Shit.
Hey, speak to me.
There's all these, you know, units and stuff, and you can say things like, he's building Marines, he's sending them to the back. If this guy does not defend these Marines in the back, this could be very bad for his economy. Okay, it looks like Protoss is building Colossus now. That's like a listing of what is literally happening. But I think if I were trying to think, how would I, what is my responsibility? Again, it's a storyteller. I would want to say something like, okay, there's an attack coming at the back. This can mess up his economy. Good, we've said the what, we've said the evidence, that's step one. But then, I would want to say something like, if this attack goes poorly, then Terran is going to be delayed at his third. And if the attack goes well, then Protoss is going to be delayed with his third. I can make these really crunchy statements like this. And to be able to say something like, this guy's gonna want, he needs an expansion by 12, 13 minute mark. He needs an expansion by this period of time. And then all of a sudden this observer who's watching the game has something to think about. Oh, he needs the expansion by minute 12. And then at minute 10, a big ass attack is coming. And without me even saying anything, the viewer can themselves go, wow, if this attack does well, that means the other guy's expansion isn't going to be able to go down by 12 minutes. He'll have to go down after 12 minutes, right? So, and I think that because kill it, man. I don't give a shit. This is my last game. I think that Rocket League's complexity is so much in the movement tricks and how things behave due to subtle shifts where I can imagine a story being strung together out of that. Like, alright, game begins, ball's going that way. Oh, wow. You know, both going for it, and Susie Q we've been referencing all day. Oh, shit. Well, I guess we know what that means. Yay, the face! People say, okay, this guy hit the ball first, and that guy hit the ball second, and as we continue to watch, this other team is consistently making it to the ball more quickly, and they're going to need to adjust that, so that way X, Y, and Z can happen around the box. Okay. I want everyone to be just looking at these backboard hits. Cooks here is really good at hitting off the top, so his team's continuing to try to pass to there. These are nice deflections by the other team. But my God, this other guy just keeps not having enough boost. You know, there's like all these stringing together of concepts. And obviously, the way I'm winging this is just laughable. But That would be to what I'd aspire. If we can get a Purify here, that's really nice. I'd like to state for the record, shit. So I want to do it on this. Alright, if we can get a Purify, that'd be great. Nice. I don't watch too much Rocket League though. War Chief! I'll scream! Okay, so how do I work my way out of this shit, huh? Alright, let's do it like this first. Boop.
I see gold in your future.
For the War Chief! Fly, buddy!
You guys really want to face 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So, Inner Fire wins it, eh? Well, that's good. That is a positive outcome. We're going to Potion of Madness this. Donk. Bonk. Dink. Dink. Doddly. Do. We lose to Leroy Jenkins. Lost Leroy Jenkins last turn. No, we didn't. We didn't lose from last turn. That was a lie. But yeah, I mean, I can, for instance, like golf, I've watched. Oh, look, it's a DIY Leroy Jenkins. I can't go out like that, so. Like golf, if you watch golf commentary, there's actually a lot of stuff that has meat that you can talk about. You can talk about, all right, this player is coming up. Historically, he's performed like this. You can do really detailed things, like he tends to do well in the first 5 or 6 rounds, but he struggles with fatigue. He's, you know, on average lost this much on this particular statistic the longer he winds up playing. You can say things like, okay, let's take a look at the, you know, the full... I don't know what the name of the full collection of terrain around a hole is called. But, you know, they can, like, show a picture of it. They can show the graphics. A lot of players have been trying to hit here first and here second and then try to get within putting range. One player actually went down this and then tried to get in, but he got into trouble this way. I mean, there's so much shit to talk about in golf. In a game that is, as far as I'm concerned, it's incredibly subtle physical movements are like is the big input that players have. It's not, I mean, golf is not like StarCraft where there's like 20 material options thrown at you at any point in time and you're trying to sift through them and you can talk about option A versus option B. You know, a lot of physical stuff is hard to talk about. Oh, he's going to rotate in, he's going to rotate back this way, and he's, you know, unless you play and you have a feel for it, it's hard to convey the physical sensation of someone. But all the numbers associated with golf, string that into great commentary. You talk about the decision of one club over another. You can talk about the decision of yeah, no, I'm repeating myself at this point. Like, I think that there are games...
So many possibilities.
What am I talking about? Yeah, no, I think that there are games like Rocket League that I can say confidently do a great job of building a story without a lot of the thinky, strategic-y type stuff that you'd have in a chess or a Go or a StarCraft to talk about. Alright, guys. Let's build an army of things that can't attack. JDO333 says, hey, Day 9, I'm thinking of proposing. Do you have any ideas off the top of your head? No. I would hide cameras. I would film the moment. I would record that. Oh, and you got one lined up. Well, then look at you. You're already ahead of me, man.
Put this apple on your head.
I've proposed not a lot in my life. In fact, 0 times. Collision says propose a startup venture that makes you billions. I'm doing it, baby. It's higher value to silence the 4-8, but I really gotta get that imp off, man. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, commentary is tough and interesting. And fascinating. And I haven't done it in quite some time. I'm telling you, man, we gotta chuck that imp, man. We gotta get that imp out of there, man. Get that imp out of there, man. Get that imp out of there, man. Lethal Rose says, I want to thank you for your casting tips there. I started streaming and casting because of you, Shardbound. And that was really helpful information. Oh, sweet, dude. When do you stream Shardbound, Lethal Rose? Tune in and watch a little Shardbound, man. Alright. All white. We have a Radiant Elemental. What's this? Ooh. Atrocious Throne says, hey Day9, do one more. I've been trying for an hour to get you in a game. This is the only time we are the same rank. Dude, I'm so sorry. I'm sleepy, man. I gotta close out after this. I gotta. Oh! No! Oh! Oh, the humanity. Alright, let's rip a Purify off the top, shall we? Purify off the top one time. Just one time. That's all I'm asking for here. One time. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 to 7. Tuesday, Thursday, 6 to 10. Oh, shit. So you're going to be streaming tonight, Lethal Rose. Oh. You guys ever watch Hafu stream, man? I was watching Hafu last night. She moves her mouse so fast. She's like, huh. And then it's like actions occur. And I'm like, well, what? When did the clicking happen? Like, I kind of click and drag and just click and drag and click and drag. Hey, Lethal Rose, can you paste your stream link in chat? I'm curious. I want to click there. You're not streaming tonight because your voice is damaged. I get that. I hear you there, man. But watch your videos, man.
Who dares summon me?
Is there any way to make this work? Is there any way? Like,
you wish to live forever?
I didn't do this right, did I? Yeah. I don't think there was a way.
Well played. It is finished. You win.
Oh wait, if I did that and then... No, I didn't see a way. Well, shit. Won some games, lost some games, overall went up. I'm done. Tomorrow night is... Or tomorrow all day is Hollow Knight. And here's the thing. Let me run this by you. For any of you who are still waiting upon your 500 honor recording, I'm doing them tomorrow morning, so you should be still receiving them by next Tuesday. So, I'm tired, man. I'm peacing out. Yeah.